Hi everyone, so I'm so sorry I haven't made a video in a long time, but I've got the perfect explanation why, and I hope you all understand why I've been kind of absent. But we've got some very exciting news. I actually wanted to do this video with Paul, but he's just been so busy, and every kind of chance that we've got together to film he's either sleeping because he's on nights and stuff, so it's very hard. So I thought I'll just sit down and film one. And if you can hear the cat, sorry, and if you want to see any more of these videos, then let us know, we can do them together. But I'm pregnant, oh my god. We're over the moon. We wasn't planning to have a baby at all. We've always talked about having babies and everything, but not this year. But we're over the moon and I can't wait. I'm due in November from what I'm going by, from my last period, and I think I'm 6 weeks gone, but I won't know until my 12-week scan, which is the dating scan in May. So I have to wait until May to find out how long I am, but from what I'm going by, I'm 6 weeks pregnant. So so far I've had not a bad pregnancy. I haven't had any morning sickness, but I will kind of talk about my symptoms in a minute. So I'm going to show you things that I've kind of bought for the pregnancy. So first of all, I've got my kind of scans through. So I've got my first midwife appointment on the 11th of April, and that's to kind of take blood tests and medical history. So I'm really looking forward to that, and to meet my midwife for the first time. And then my scan is on the 2nd of May, so that is the dating scan, and I get to see the baby's heartbeat, which I'm so looking forward to, and it seems like May is like ages away, so that's something to look forward to. Okay, and then I've been taking folic acid and all the vitamins, and really you're supposed to start from the moment you find out you're pregnant, or if you're even trying to get pregnant. But obviously I didn't even know I was pregnant until I think it's a week ago now, because I was late on my period and I thought, you know, this is a bit strange. So I've only just started taking these, so I've took 7 so far, and they're the Pregnacare Original, and it's got 19 vitamins and minerals, including folic acid, zinc, iron, and then a load of other vitamins and stuff. So yeah, they come with 75 tablets, so you can take these throughout your pregnancy or for the first trimester, whatever your doctor recommends you to. But they're most recommended by a midwife, so that's what they look like. They're quite big tablets. I struggle taking tablets, so this was a challenge for me. So I got them. You can get them from Boots or Superdrug, or I got mine from Tesco's. They've got like a whole range of them. They've also got ones for if you're breastfeeding and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got my folic acid, and then my mum kindly got me this massive pregnancy book. It is amazing. I really recommend this if you're in the first trimester of your pregnancy and you're just worried about every little thing, which I've been doing. It's a day by day one, and it starts from the moment you're trying to conceive for a baby until right at the very end when you're giving birth, and it gives you some information about when the baby's here, but mainly it focuses on pregnancy, and it's just an amazing book. It's by Dr. Maggie Bloat, I think, and it is just packed with information. So if I go to week 6, which I'm currently in, it gives you beautiful kind of illustrations of what the baby looks like inside you. So that's what the baby looks like, and it tells you about how you're going to feel, and also you know, how far the baby's developing. It tells you about morning sickness, sore breast, and then it tells you also to be aware of stuff, so cleaning stuff and changing the cat litter, all stuff like that. So it's an amazing book. I really love it, and I haven't stopped reading it, so I'd really recommend that. So that's everything I've been buying for the pregnancy. Obviously I'm in my first trimester still. Now I'm going to talk about symptoms. Actually I'm going to talk about how I first found out I was pregnant. So it came to, I think it was my period, and I was 2 days late, which is not like me. I'm always on time, or maybe a day late, but I always have a period. And all the symptoms I were getting were kind of like period symptoms, so I didn't think anything, oh I'm pregnant or anything like that. But the number one symptom I had was bloating. I felt really uncomfortable, very bloated, and it made me very tired and just very sluggish. And I can only describe it as if you have a really big meal, for example Christmas dinner, you really stuff yourself at Christmas dinner. You have starters, main, desserts, nibbles, snacks, all stuff like that, and then after you just feel like, oh my god. But it feels like that constantly. So I thought, you know, this is not right. I haven't been eating over the top, but I thought maybe it's just a period symptom, bloating. But I told Paul about it, and he was like, well, have you come on your period? And I said, no, I'm 2 days late. And he was like, right, I'm going to go and get a pregnancy test. So we took the pregnancy test, and I didn't really think much of it. I was like, you know, just doing it. I didn't film it because I generally thought I was not pregnant. And I let Paul kind of hold the pregnancy test, and he was going to tell me like if I was pregnant or not. And he went, oh my god. And I was like, what? I was like, shut up, what? Like that. And he was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, no I'm not, how can I be pregnant, you know, blah blah blah. And the pregnancy, I took the Clear Blue Digital, and it's, first of all it come up 2 to 3 weeks pregnant, and then I took the second one, which is kind of like an indicator one, and it came up with a plus sign, so bold, and it came up so quick. So I was like, definitely pregnant. So we were like in mixed emotions. I was crying, like Paul was so happy, he was like, you know, screaming, and I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. And then he went to Tesco's another time to get 2 more pregnancy tests, and also to get me the folic acid, because I really wanted to start taking these as soon as I could. So I took the other 2 pregnancy tests, and again they come up really quick, bold, and it said pregnant. So 4 pregnancy tests later, you know, I'm definitely pregnant. And I was like, what do I do now? Like, it's my first baby, I didn't have a clue what to do. So I rang my doctors, and they scheduled me an appointment, which I had on last Monday. So I didn't want to make the video until like I had a confirm from the doctors or anything. I went to the doctors, and I can honestly say my doctor is rubbish. Like, from the moment I had him, because the area we moved to, I haven't been with him that long. I've been with him for like 3 years or something, but he is the worst doctor I've ever seen. I don't know how he got a degree, because he's very not helpful, and he just, I don't know, he made me feel a bit like, you know, like I shouldn't be there kind of thing. So I went to the doctors, and I said, I think I'm pregnant, you know, what do I do now? He didn't even test me. He didn't ask me like if I'm healthy. He didn't ask if I smoked, if I drinked, nothing. He didn't give me any information. So I was really down about that, because, you know, your doctors are supposed to be there for you and give you really good advice and stuff. So he filled out this form, and he said, take this to the receptionist. So off I went, and I took it to the receptionist, and she said, okay, all you've got to do now is wait for your 12-week scan and your first midwife appointment. So I was like, okay, that's fair enough. It's Tilly. So I waited for my scan to come through the door, which they did, and yeah, I've just got to wait now. But the symptoms I've been getting are, the number one, bloatness. Like, I have been feeling so uncomfortable, just so like fat, you know, when you have really one of them fat days. Number 2, tiredness, so bad, fatigue. I get a good 9 hours sleep. I always make sure I'm rested, especially when I find out I'm pregnant. It's really important to rest yourself and take it easy. So I get 9 hours sleep, and I'm still shattered. So by the time I come home from work, I just have so much energy. I could like tidy the whole flat and, you know, do whatever, but I'm in bed, like literally. So I'll have a little nap when I come in, and then by 9:30 I'm in bed, which is just not like me. So tiredness has been a killer. And I've actually wrote down like my symptoms on my phone. So sore breast, they haven't been like extremely sore, but they feel very like bruised and tender. And frequent weeing, that's probably like my last one. It's probably because I've been drinking so much water. I go through like 1 litre, you know, the big bottles of water. I go through one of them a day, so I make sure I'm really hydrated. And I've been drinking a lot of orange juice because it's got a lot of vitamins in it. So that's probably why I'm like frequently going to the toilet. But that's basically my symptoms for week 6. I haven't had any morning sickness, touch wood. But not all pregnancies get morning sickness, so, you know, I'm not going to worry about that too much. But I'm just really excited to go to my scan and stuff. Hello. Hello. So, yeah, that is my 6-week pregnancy update, and I'm going to show you my belly shots, although there's not much there. It's kind of more bloating, but yeah, there was a few questions I wanted to ask you guys, especially if you've had a baby or you're going through pregnancy, because I felt like I couldn't ask my doctor them, but I will definitely ask my midwife then when I see her. But number one is obviously me and Paul are going away in May for 2 weeks, so I have my first scan like a week before we go, which is perfect because I was really worried it was going to fall in it. But I will be in the 2nd trimester then. I'll be around 15 weeks gone. Is it okay to fly, and have you got any tips for, if you're not heavily pregnant, but have you got any tips for being pregnant and travelling? So that's my number one thing. Number two, everyone knows like I'm not the most healthiest eater, but I have been eating tons of fruits, and I've been cutting out all the junk food and the greasy food and sorry, I cut off then. So I've been sticking to things like jacket potato and stuff, so a bit more, healthier. But I struggle kind of eating vegetables, so I know my folic acid is going to be good for the baby, but have you got any tips with that? And I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. And also let me know what happens in your first midwife appointment, if there's anything I've missed out, so I'm kind of aware of it. So I hope you enjoyed this pregnancy vlog, and I'm going to try and do them every single week so I can see like the progress and stuff. And I'm going to do my belly shot now. Bye! Okay, so this is my belly at 6 weeks. This is my belly kind of face on. So you can see like definitely some like roundness around here, and then if I turn to the side, there is definitely, some bloating going on, but like I said, there's not much of a bump. So that's what it looks like.